Sun's coming up, coffee's pouring strong. Talking Tigers all morning long. Saints exceed headlines on the screen. Breaking it down with a little caffeine. Grab your mug, come on in. Let's wake this day and let it begin. It's morning scone. Everybody on. Coffee's hot and the news is strong. Purple gold, black and gold. Stories waiting to be told from Baton Rouge to New Orleans. Talking sports and everything between. Wake up, smile, let's get it on. Start your day with morning scone. It's morning scone. Everybody on. Coffee's hot and the news is strong. Purple gold, black and gold. Stories waiting to be told from Baton Rouge to New Orleans. Talking sports and everything between. Wake up, smile, let's get it on. Start your day with morning scone. Where the coffee's hot, the takes are hotter.
Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. Need an orthopedist? Go to Brock. You need a roof? You call Parish. Unique physique, unique aesthetics and wellness, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. I am actually going at 9 a.m. to see Crystal Poche at Restored Motions because she's a goat. And if you have pain, go see Crystal Poche. It's what you do. Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars and FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake Championship Health Partner of LSU Athletics. Good morning, everybody. Hope your day's off to a great start. Tigers practiced on Thursday evening. Was out there. We got our couple of segments to go watch. Richard Anderson joined Deuce Geralds with the first team at defensive tackle in the periods we got to see. Jace Thomas continued running with the ones at safety. So your twos at tackle were Malik Blockton and Stephylan Green. Also of note, what did we see? Sam Leavitt looked pretty sharp. I charted 15 of his reps. There were two misfires. He missed a back shoulder throw to Jace Brown on the sideline, and he missed Corey Barber on a sluggo. Best throw of the day was probably a deep ball to Winnie Watkins. Best catch of the day was probably Phillip Wright, a leaping sideline grab from Husan Longstreet. Looked pretty good. So try to look at the offensive line per your request. Can't see them. They're 2 fields away, and there's a giant tower and a cool-down tent in the way. So I'll do my best to see what I can find out about how the O-line is coagulating. All right, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post, podcast, subscribe in your favorite podcast app, rate us, leave a review. We'll say some good mornings. Hey, Deborah, good morning. Michael, good morning. Thomas, Tyga Poppy, good morning. Drew's still sleeping, but I'm going to wake him up at 8:30 because I got to get to Crystal. So I'm going to wake him up, get him dressed, all that stuff. His sitter's coming to watch him. So I'll need to get out of here. So we got about 23 minutes to wrap this thing up. So fire away, get your questions. RSP, good morning. Bubba, Kelly, good morning, everybody. Great to see everybody here. Sean, Jay, Trivia, good morning. Hey, Adam, how about the Hall of Fame game last night? Yeah, lots of scoring. Carson Beck and Haynes King putting on a show. Unfortunately, we had the under and the Carolina Panthers team total under, both of which were cooked by halftime. So not a great start to the NFL preseason betting market. Hey, Frankie, good morning. Mike, SNF, Steve in the Berry. All right, Steve, good morning. Hey, Club, good morning. Whenever I send you a text messenger here. Devin, what's good? Does the players look physically prepared for camp? Did Coach Savage deliver in your assessment? So good question. In all the years that I've covered this team, I cannot remember ever going out to a practice and thinking, man, they sure don't look good today. I mean, when you're LSU, you recruit freak show athletes and have a roster full of them. And, I think the things that you would notice mostly, and I always do, when you go out there fall camp, like what guys physically grew from April to now, like through the spring to the summer weight training program. Who can you tell? Okay, they look different. I think that's always really important. And I'll tell you, like Richard Anderson, in the spring, they had Anderson listed at 6'3", 339. Let me see what they have him listed at now. Because he switched from 94 to 88, and he's lost some weight, y'all. Like he's lost weight around the belly. They have him same 6'3", 339. They have him the same. I don't know that he is, bro. Like, I mean, either that or they just went light on him in the spring. But Richard Anderson's lost some weight around the belly. We know Jordan Seaton sort of transformed his body, as we saw the photos there. Like the guy who yesterday, and I mentioned this in my post-practice report, the guy who I'm looking at yesterday, I'm like, who is that? 15. I'm like, who is 15? Like that defensive end? Not Phillip Wright, the receiver who wears 15. Jaden Breaker. I was like, oh my God. Jaden Breaker is listed at (6'3", 223). I mean, that dude is put together in that 15, bro. I'm just telling you. Hey, Bailey found out recently that the composer for Rocky, Bill Conti, is an LSU grad. That is a fact. Hey, Mojo, good morning. Really want to see the freshman defensive tackles. Can they step up and outperform the veterans? Well, here's my take on what's happening there. So Geralds has been with the ones both days. Yesterday, Geralds and Anderson. So you had two freshmen with the ones. I don't know that those two guys are going to start the game against Clemson. I think Geralds has a better chance of starting. I think Geralds and Blockton probably. But we'll see. Long way to go. But what's undeniable is they're going to be part of the rotation at defensive tackle, and so they are just throwing them in the deep end. Like, you gotta get ramped up quickly. So they're putting them out there with the ones. Like, those dudes are going to play, man. So is Lamar Brown. Q, what up, man? Good morning. Scott, good morning. Have a great Friday. Bailey, can't wait for the 20-year anniversary of the Dome reopening. I was there in 2006 as an 8-year-old. Never forget Gleason's block. Great night, man. Probably told this story. I went down with Richard and Ryan Condon, and They had their tickets that they bought. Like they bought season tickets for the Dome for the season after Katrina. They bought season tickets like up in the 600s, but I went down with them. I didn't have a ticket. I was going to buy one on the street. So I bought a ticket and I got scammed. So I bought a ticket from a guy, went to go get in, it didn't scan. I ran back to where he was. He was gone, of course. So I had to go to the ATM, I had to buy another ticket. And so the guy who I bought it from on the ramp, this was pre like StubHub, kids. You actually went out to the venue and people holding tickets in the air and you buy a ticket off, like a physical ticket off of somebody. And so I told the guy, I was like, I just got scammed. I'll buy your ticket from you, but you have to like walk up to the gate with me and watch me walk into the thing. And so he did, and it worked, and I got in, and it was an incredible night, man, to be there for the Dome coming. Hey, Jeff, good morning. Hey, Dexton, good morning. Dalen, Matt, what up? Got my tickets on Game Time for the opener. Let's go. Awesome. Game Time, of course, great sponsor of the Locked On Podcast Network. And I really do love the app, man. It's great ticketing app. And the thing I love is we're just talking about, it's like the upfront pricing. We've all done it before where we've gone to buy a ticket. It's a certain price. You get to check out. They hit the fees and it's like double the price. Like, what is that? Not a game done. The price you see, that's it. That's the price. So I love that about it. So thanks for supporting the sponsors, man. Use the code Locked On. You get $20 off your first purchase. Hey, Jack, good morning. Robert, good morning. Jody, good morning. Amy, not a fan of Pickett choosing to wear number 5, regardless of promises made by BK. The player should know better. Don't wear a Heisman winner's number, especially so soon. Why not? So answer the, like, why shouldn't you wear a Heisman number? So if it's not retired and it was something that was important to you in recruiting, and I did make a few phone calls, and all of Pickett's 3 finalists knew that was a contingency. Like it mattered, he wanted it, and they all agreed. So it's not retired. So why? Hey, Charlie, good morning. Johnny, good morning. Chris Smith, good morning. Seth, do you know the status of Gabe Relaford and his rehab process? I don't. I'm making a note to ask about both Relaford and Anding, because a lot of y'all keep asking me about Relaford. Relaford, Anding, updates. Okay. Got it. I'll ask. Amy, also, why are our DBs so skinny, including Pickett? Why is he put on more muscle? Why is Harlan Berry skinny and small? Oh, Amy, you're a ray of sunshine today. So the DB part of it is that's the style that Corey Raymond has always recruited. He wants, like, that's an easy answer. He wants long, rangy, athletic guys with a skill set, guys who can flip their hips, right? And it's difficult you don't typically see guys that are that long that are able to flip their hips, because you have to backpedal, flip your hips, turn and run. So that's like the key thing and I'm not a cornerback, obviously, but you talk to Corey and you talk to these guys, like they'll tell you, like, that's what you need. You need to be able to be in your back pedal, watch the receiver, flip your hips and get upfield. So it's hard to find guys with the length that they want, that Corey wants, that have that trait. Typically it's guys built like that. That's why they all look the same. Now, to your point, like, I look at Michael Turner, who's 162 pounds, and I go, that's small. Like, that's too small. Like, Pickett at 6'4", 190, that's fine. Like, I don't need DJ Pickett to be 210. Like, if he's 6'4", 210, he's playing safety. So you got to be able to maintain your agility and athleticism. So I think You look at Pickett and you think he looks skinny because he's 6'4". But I have no problem with that. But it's typically like when you look at, like, even look at the kid they have committed. What's his name? Let's see. Hang on one second. So like Greedy James is a corner they have committed, 6'1", 170. But that's not the one I'm talking about. It's Marquez Davis. Marquez Davis out of Opelousas. 6'3", 180. Like that's what he wants. Like Corey is looking for a skill set, and they all look like that. It kind of works. Let's see. Michael, morning, Matt. Would you compare Phillip Wright's leaping catch of the day to past LSU receivers Odell Beckham or Justin Jefferson? Oh, I don't know, man. I mean, let's not get carried away. I mean, so Phillip Wright yesterday, Longstreet threw a back shoulder pass to him down the left sideline, and he elevated, and it was impressive. Like, I didn't know he had that leaping ability. And I'd have to check. I don't know if Phillip Wright was like a track guy at Destrehan. Like, if you told me he did the high jump or something like that, I'd be like, or the long jump, like, okay, that makes sense. It was a very explosive, like, get up, get it, body contort in the air, spin, and catch it. It was a really impressive play. But no defenders and, against air and no pads, all that sort of stuff. So, but I just think it speaks to the physical ability a lot of these guys have. Hey, Josh, what's one part of Sam Leavitt's game you think will translate best to the SEC? I mean, everybody that talks about Sam Leavitt talks about his ability to extend the play and improvise. And that feels a lot like talking about Chambliss a year ago. So I'd say that. Hey, Dad, good morning. Let's see. Does a good safety ever make a transition to being an excellent corner? You usually see it the other way. You see corners become safeties. Remember Malcolm Jenkins? Malcolm Jenkins, who was a first-round pick of the Saints, was a corner at Ohio State and played safety in the NFL. So you usually see it the other way. Hey, Craig, it's fall camp and only the second day. Take it with a grain of salt. By the way, everyone keeps mentioning Sam Leavitt needs to stay healthy for LSU to reach their goals, whatever that might be. Well, I don't know if everyone keeps saying that, but I keep saying that. I agree, but every team in America is in the same boat. If any major college football loses its starting quarterback, their season's over. Point is, can you imagine if Ole Miss lost Chambliss? Hey, Craig, you might have forgotten this, but Trinidad Chambliss was not the starter at Ole Miss last year. Trinidad Chambliss was a backup from Division II. And when the starting quarterback got hurt, Chambliss replaced him, and Wally pipped him. So it's actually not true. I mean, if Ole Miss lost Chambliss this year, you go, okay, what do they have behind him? I get that. Didn't it Deuce Knight from Auburn? Didn't Deuce Knight go to Ole Miss? Is the backup? Yeah, Deuce Knight went to Auburn. Or went to Ole Miss as the backup. But Austin Simmons was the starter at Ole Miss last year. Big time recruit. And he got hurt, and they played the little kid from Division II, and that worked out okay. So having depth matters. Hey, Sean, is LSU truly thin at DB? I would hate for a repeat of last season where they had one portal class but scouted it wrong. Okay, so I don't think so. Thin at DB, I don't think they're thin at DB. I think they're very good at safety, and I think you have two great starting corners. I think Jakeem Jackson is a really good third. The question is who's next. And I think that's competition. But like, if you were to lose, God forbid, knock on wood, if Pickett or Woodland, I mean, you lose a starter. I think everybody's affected by that, right? It's the reason they're starters. But then you'd hope someone just steps up. I mean, I remember, so in 2017, right? 2017 is the first game of the Ogeron era as the permanent head coach when they played BYU. And if you remember, they had injuries in camp, and then Christian Fulton got suspended, and then they lost someone to targeting, and Greedy Williams had to start. And Greedy Williams redshirted as a freshman, didn't get on the field. And he went out there, had a couple of picks in that game, and became like a freshman All-American. So sometimes it's like, hey, man, when your number's called, get out there and do what you do. Let's see. Tiger Poppy, hopefully his feeding tube issue is resolved. Hang in there. Y'all are great. Thank you, man. Yeah, we'll be good, man. But Drew's feeding tube has been leaking profusely for the past, today is day 10. So we're at the doctor yesterday trying to work on some solutions and hopefully we're turning the corner, but with a plan. But yeah, it's tough when you're trying to get Drew fed. I mean, like his nutrition that just leaks out of his stomach. You know, it's like you feed him and then it just leaks out. So it's like how many calories is he missing? Are his meds leaking out? You know, so it's a little bit of a concern, stuff like that. So let's see. Amy, you need to find something in life that makes you happy. Why did LSU so if we're scoring at home, Amy does not like that Pickett's wearing number 5. He should know better. Amy thinks the DBs are super skinny. Why is Harlan Berry so small? Amy is complaining about the linebacker that went to Auburn. And Amy is also complaining that there's freshmen on the defensive line. Amy, it's a Friday morning. It's Friday morning at 8:24. You woke up today. You're breathing air. God gave you life. You live in the freest country in the world and the greatest time ever to be alive. Like, find something good to say today, Amy. Something good. Something to be grateful for. Like, how about 3 5-star defensive linemen that are freshmen that are playing? And the linebacker you're talking about at Auburn, they didn't want to lose him. Auburn paid. Auburn lured him into the portal and paid him. That was before LSU had really funded their collective. One thing I told y'all for years wasn't happening, that LSU was very far behind in NIL. And they were not funding the collective. People didn't like me saying that, but it was true. Hey, Josh, is Jones pushing to be the number 1 running back? Absolutely. And interestingly enough, now, like, I want to caution here because I don't think I would put too much stock into this. When they do the running back drills, Jones and Durham have been going 1 and 2. But again, like, it could just be because they're seniority or like, I don't know, like, because we don't get to see the team period. So like when they go to a team period, maybe it's Harlan Berry. We don't see it. So I can only react to what I see that I can tell you. And then what people tell me after practice, the things I don't see. But pretty consistently, everyone has said Dylan Jones is the best running back they got. So I think you're going to see, let me rephrase that. Dylan Jones is the best all-around player at the running back position, meaning the ability to run, catch, block, run, block, pass, block, the whole thing. So I think Harlan Berry is your home run hitter. And I think he will play. But Dylan Jones could very well end up being your guy who plays, like if I had to guess, I would still think Harlan Berry leads the team in rushing attempts. I think Dylan Jones will play a lot, even if the ball's not in his hand, because of his ability to do a lot of things.
Parish Construction and Roofing. At Parish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parish Construction and Roofing. Parish built. Parish built.
All right, Parish Construction and Roofing. Hey, Ron, good morning. Breezy, did you get any kind of look at Isaiah Washington? So Breezy. I don't know if you can read my shorthand, but right here it says 33 Washington big. I always now this has changed because so many guys early enroll now. So that part is different because you see so many freshmen in January. But it used to be that when they could do 2-a-days, they would run like a freshman practice in the morning and the veterans would practice in the afternoon at the start of fall camp before they came together as a full roster. And so I would always go out to the freshman practice and be like, all right, because you hear about these guys in recruiting forever, right? You hear about them in recruiting and then you finally get to see them. And I always go out and be like, oh God, you just look, who looks the part. And the other day I was out there, I was like, who is 33? I was like, oh my God, Isaiah Washington. So I talked about him on the podcast after day one. Yes, physically, he looks great, man. They got him listed at, let's see. They have him at 6'1", 189. I'm here to tell you, they didn't do him no favors with the measurements. He looks a lot bigger than 6'1", 189. He looks really good in the uniform. So I think he's with the safeties. They got him with the safeties. And there's not really a clear path to the field for him as a freshman in that safety group, right? I mean, where you've got... hang on. Hang on. Who do you see? Huh?
That show.
Oh, you were looking. Oh, I know what you were looking for. Okay. All right, couple more here. I got to get going. Hey, Craig. Good morning, Boot Up. Danny, season tickets came in. Love getting an actual ticket. Very cool. Do you still use? Okay, do you still use the actual ticket, or do they just send you the physical ticket like as a commemorative thing? Because I think some do that, right? They'll send you like the physical ticket that if you want to frame it or use it as a commemorative thing, but the ticket you use to go in is like an electronic ticket. I'm curious. I don't know. Hey, Tony. Good morning. Sharon. Good morning. How do you think the Tigers do against Clemson? I mean, Sharon, look, LSU's I think 11.5 point favorite against Clemson. Erica. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that LSU's at home. I think Kiffin, the roster, all that stuff. But I think just Clemson is not going to be very good this year. In spots, Clemson has good players. I think Clemson's going to be good at linebacker. They returned some good players.
Daddy, I want iPad, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you see? Huh?
I want iPad.
You want the iPad?
Yeah.
You have a big hole in your jammies. What is that? Oh my gosh. Say good morning. Oh. Okay, we got to wrap this up because I got to go. Got to go to my appointment at Restored Motions. I got to get Drew dressed. I got to get out of here, so we got to get bouncing. All right, y'all have a great day. Let's kind of get one more in here. It's just a number. How does that depreciate the person who won the Heisman? Craig, I think that's the point. I think that's the point. Probably everyone agrees on too. It's like, I think if my point on I've talked about it plenty. If you don't want anyone to wear the number again, retire the number. Retire the number. And so no one can wear it. But if you don't retire the number, I can't be mad at somebody wearing it, especially when it matters a lot to the kid. This is the thing I've always said, like about the 18 and everything. It's like, I don't care about 18, but okay, baby. Let's see. You're so good. Okay, we're gonna get you dressed. Okay, Dad's gonna get you dressed. Wait. Give me iPad. There you go. I don't care about 18. Like that's or 7. People and fans ask about it all the time. Who's gonna get 18? Who's like, I don't care. I was put a poop emoji on the front of their jersey. I don't care. But like if it matters to the player, like then it matters. You know what I mean? So like if it matters desperately to DJ Pickett to wear number 5, so much so that it was part of his recruiting process and every school knew it. And that was a thing. And they promised it to him. And last year, after promising, they didn't give it to him. And the new staff comes in and he's like, it still matters to him and he wants to wear it. And okay. Like, again, if LSU doesn't want anybody to ever wear those jersey numbers again, retire the jersey numbers. Anyway, okay. Got to go. Chance, wonder what Jace Thomas has done to work his way up in the rotation. Played really well in the spring. And I think also part of it was that maybe Tamarcus Cooley didn't. And so he left the door open. So, okay, I got to go. Y'all have a great day. See ya. Peace.